1200 metres then for race number 2. It's a Class 4 contest headed by E-Star, who was a winner 2 starts back, and then Stone last time out over the 14, drops back to 1200 metres here. Super 18 gets barrier 12, Grant Van Niekerk and Tony Miller. Cheer Win, third last time out over the 1000 behind Mr. Right. Lucky Thought was runner-up over course and distance behind Jolly Convergence last time out. Dr. Lucky Star makes his debut, Taking You Further, switches the blinkers for the visor for the first time. Third to Le Terroir last time. John Size and Joe Mara team up with Brave Command and a Hurricane Hunter. Very close to a class drop. He is a winner, but that was at Sha Tin over the 1400 metres. The Abraxas is the horse that's been up at Chung Fa. He's had 3 weeks up there. The only one within the last month.
Pace predicted to be good, and you're looking at Taking You Further, who's got plenty of natural speed and a few gear changes this time round as well. The Abraxas, he's got plenty of early punch, but not much at the end. And Lucky Thought, interesting trial from him recently. He got very keen in the trail, and then he ran off on the home turn about the 600 in that trial, but he was very keen in the trail, Lucky Thought.
This is the interesting runner in the race for me, E-Star. He comes back from a heart irregularity. Prior to that, he defeated Craig Star and a whole host of really nice horses. Big, strong, strapping type. He's coming to the Valley for the first time, as are 4 others in the race. Be interested in Jenny's opinion and watching the market closely. Brave Command, this has been working well from day one, but he just hasn't transferred it to the track yet. Joe Morera obviously sticking with him. He's very keen in the mornings. I think when he chills out a little bit, we might see some better finishes from him in the races.
All right, well, let's have a look at E-Star, that winning form. So it was 2 starts back. It ran behind Prince of Gems on debut. There was a bit in that run as well, but travels very strongly into it here.
Well, look at all the horses in this that have gone on. Beauty Applause, Prince of Gems. There's more Craig Star. E-Star gets down the middle. Yishun Blitz, Happy Alumni. There's a lot of horses in this race that have gone on and performed well since.
And he's a nice big type, isn't he, E-Star? Missed out last time with that hard irregularity, but I don't think that second up win there was a fluke at all.
No, definitely not. He's a very interesting runner in the race. He could well be too good for these, potentially.
And has trialled well since as well. That's E-Star. Cheer Win, we take a check on now. He's a 2-time winner, but they've both been over the 1000.
I know Paul often highlights some of his track work, and Jenny mentions he's looking good from the paddock too, and he continues to do so in the mornings. He's just a horse that struggles to win. 2 from 31's not an overly good record.
He had to be really ridden along in the mid-stages of that race to hold a sort of midfield position, but that last 100 metres was his best work late.
Yeah, I've left him out. I might have made an error there. That was a good effort.
Cheer Win. It's having start number 32 on Wednesday night. Taking You Further, just start number 4. Let's hear from the trainer, Jimmy T.
Jimmy, in race 2, Taking You Further, he's had 3 runs for you. How have you assessed his performances so far?
Yeah, the horse, the performance is coming better. But the horse, one thing is very nervous in the behind the gate. So I hope that this time he'll be a bit calm. If he had that, then I think he gets a chance to win.
OK, he seems to have plenty of speed from the barriers. Is that the plan, to use that speed again?
Yes, I think I try to lead, but there's some new horse, some horse inside get speed too. Hope that faster than him. If not, just come easier second, something like that. Yeah.
You've made a few gear changes with him. What are the reasons behind that?
Because the jockey say that he doesn't need the turn tight, and because last time I give him the blinkers, he seems a bit nervous. So this time try the visor to give him some more, see some more. Hope that he's a bit calm.
In time, do you think he'll run over a little bit further than 1200 metres?
I think this horse is a 1400 horse, but there's one thing is in Sha Tin he's too nervous. So to try in the Happy Valley, I think he's better.
All right, some interesting comments there from Jimmy regarding Taking You Further. We'll keep rolling along, though. Blooming Spirit, the next one we're going to have a look at. Alfred Chan on board on this occasion, taking £10 off, so he's got an extra £11 on his back for running third last time.
Yeah, well, they're trying options with him now. He'd been racing at Sha Tin. They went to the all-weather last start. He ran third. Now they're going to come to the Valley. They've drawn barrier number 11. Doesn't look ideal. So that's going to test him, I presume. They may go back, although they did go forward 2 starts ago. I've left him out because I'm not sure, but it was a better effort on the all-weather. Maybe there's something in that, I'm not sure.
He just looked a bit one-paced. It was a better effort. I'll be interested to see if they do go forward from that wider stall, because he has shown a little bit of pace in the past.
He could well do.
All right, Lucky Thought, the last one we'll have a look at. Still lightly raced. He's just had the 3 starts, and he was a Run up behind Jolly Convergence last time. We're back at the trials here.
Beaten by the almighty General Iron 2 starts ago when finishing third, and then, yes, Jolly Convergence got the better of him last start. But Jolly Convergence has been in a real purple patch of form the last 6 weeks. This was the trial you were referring to. He eventually got himself back and focused, but he did lose some territory on the corner.
He did. He got really fierce in the trail. Karis Teat was on board for the trial, and then he sort of took charge almost and ran off around about the 600 metres. But once he got focused and straightened up again, he let down nicely.
All right, so Lucky Thought's the favourite. Also got Very Lucky and Dr. Lucky's Star, Brett. So you feeling lucky?
I am, because Tom's calling. I'm going with 5 Lucky Thought on top. E-Star in for second. Although, looking at the prices, I think he's probably worth an each-way ticket at that quote 22 at the moment. Because, as Tom's mentioned, Lucky Thought looks like he can run, but he's got a few little quirky things going on as well. So he's not foolproof at the moment. That'll come in time and with experience. Taking you further be up there, and as will the Abraxas. Now, the Abraxas was a horse to follow for me, but I am waiting for the 1,000 at Happy Valley. I think the 1,200 will test him. But 1,000 at the Valley, I'd be interested in him in this class. But 5,182 for Wednesday evening.
On top for me is taking you further for Jimmy Ting, the trainer. We heard from him before. He's on top for me over 5 Lucky Thought. That trial that he won by 4.5 was interesting. Chair Win goes in, like his last start performance, and E-Star, that win 2-back was no fluke. So 8, 5, 4 and 1. All right,
we're all working around very similar numbers, but yeah, Lucky Thought goes on top for me, but E-Star's a big price, isn't he?
He is.
22 and 3.9. All right, that's race set number 2.